Sure enough, Freddie calls me and says, "Yeah, we heard what your father said. It's a shit." I'm like, I know. Pleasure to be here. All mine.
Gio, welcome to the show.
Thank you, guys. Pleasure to be here. All mine.
I don't say this lightly. I've gone to pizzerias where, you know, the pizzaioli or the guys who own the place will sit and we'll start talking about food. And they'll say, "Where's your favorite pizza?" And I tell them Luigi's because it's God honestly true. Your New York pie, right? Your 20-inch, right? But 20 inches.
19 inches, 19 and a half, yeah.
Your New York pie is perfection. Like if I have to send someone to one place to get New York pizza, and they can only go to one pizzeria, and they can't go experience L&B, they can't go experience why is it escaping me right now? The hybrid, Lucali.
Yeah.
They can't go experience any of that. They have to just go one place, and it's got to be a slice of New York. It's your place.
100%.
The way you do it is perfect. It's thin enough. It's well done. You don't know how many times I got to go to a place.
Tell them to throw it back in.
Burn it.
And I tell them, well done, and I go. And before I leave, I pick up the bottom. And if I could pick up the crust and the rest of it don't come with it, I tell them, put it back in. It's not well done. I said, well, we already sliced it. We'll make another one.
Yeah.
You should have made me check it. Let me look at it. Listen, it's pizza. I love what I do. People have to walk out. People want to see crisp. You know, today's day, a lot of people like that gooey. I don't want to chew like a horse.
No.
That went viral, by the way.
It's the truth. People
When you
want.
did that.
I go. Could you undercook it a little?
Undercook
So you
it.
want gum? Go get a pack of gum and chew it.
Undercooked dough?
Yeah, people.
Yeah, people ask for that. That's basically L&B.
That's
basically L&B.
I've said in the videos like it's a home of the medium rare pizza.
Yeah, I mean, you could even today, even the places that are really, really, really good, you'll ask for it well done, and they'll almost be like timid to make it well done.
Yes.
People are afraid
Yes.
to do it. I'm not.
Yeah, because
No.
they don't want to burn
'Cause I like
and
it
have
that
you
way.
Say, yeah, I don't like it that way.
It's not burnt.
I
Burnt
know.
is the
It's burnt.
top of the
Yeah,
pizza gets
agreed.
burnt.
Agreed.
Burnt and then it's
Right.
crisp.
You know what? This is burnt.
Yeah.
I want it a nice dark brown.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to be able to say, hey, look, oh, wow, look at this. It's got, like the table,
Yeah.
brown, the way it's supposed to be. My father used to be like, what do you eat? Esta cosa cruda, this raw thing. People come in today and they, you know what, could I have it lightly cooked, you know what, because you want to chew gum? And you got to see, I tell people, like, you're going to, listen, it's not going to be the same. It's going to be mushy. Oh, no, I like it that way. Okay.
That's insane.
That's nuts.
That's a sin.
That's nuts.
But today,
You're not at the level now. You
Wait,
can
and
just
do you
tell
do it?
people, take a walk, go. Here's a list of pizzerias that make it that you don't even have to ask for. They'll make it just the way you want it.
That
you want to know the
that
truth?
hurt me
I
inside.
can't. I would love to do that. My father would, Mavatina, get, please, my father would point, get out. My father would go somewhere else. Do me a favor. Goes, Baba, you can't. I used to say, Baba, you can't do that. Shut up, stupid. I lose one, I get two. I didn't curse. I know, stupid. All right, $3.
Gio,
Stupid's a curse.
Yeah, in school, his school it is.
Good.
oh wow,
His school.
I'm
Listen.
going to hell then.
That's
Hey.
$4.
You mentioned I was asking you before the podcast about certain pizzaiolos taking a certain pride in using certain ingredients, and grande mozzarella is a very that's like if you're at a pizzeria and the guy says I use grande mozzarella, you know this guy's old school. He's sticking with the good stuff. Now, is there a reason why? Is this something that makes grande mozzarella better than Galbani or better than Palio, whatever else you're gonna get?
You could take it. You could take all of them, make a pie. The best presentation, taste, flavor, and not full of oil. All right?
Okay, the grease.
The grease. They have a patent on a double wash for the grande that everybody, their relatives own another big factory. And I've had tons of companies. When my father was alive, companies used to send representatives, and the cheese company, Campagna, used to send the people to my father. I think it's in the Land O'Lakes, sent representatives. When they got into the mozzarella business, they came to my father. He sent them there. Said, "Listen, if you pass Luigi, you're good." My father made a pie. I went in the back. I grinded the cheese for him. I brought it up. My father made the pies for them, and pie came out of the oven. And I'll never forget. Again, my father, shut up, stupid.
Curse.
Okay, all right. My father says to me, "Shut up."
$12.
I says,
Curse.
my father says to me, he says to the guy,
Luigi, he's
What-
quoting your no. Okay,
talking about Grandpa,
it's
okay?
different in a quote.
He says to makes the pie. The guy goes, "So what do you think?" "It's garbage."
Wow, right away.
Right away. One layer of oil. My father said, "Look at this." Then the guy says, "Let me make one of your pies." Made the pie. We put them next to each other. I swear, I could not believe how it was one layer of oil on his. Mine, I knew what it was going to look like. The guy actually took the pie back with him. Took the pie back.
Like trying to like reverse engineering it.
And they took their cheese to Campagna, and sure enough, Freddie calls me and says, "Yeah, we heard what your father said. It's a shit." I'm like, "Oh, I know."
It's a
$13.
quote. It's different. It's a quote.
But the owner of the company called. "I heard what your father told the representatives." And it was Land O'Lakes. It was the big company in California, the biggest
Yeah.
cheese company in the world, Aprino Foods. They sent cheese to my father. The Campagna sent them to my father. Made a pie. My father, Grande is the ultimate. It's the best melting cheese. All these other companies, all these wannabe pizza guys, these experts that talk pizza, not pizza makers, talk pizza. They all, I like this cheese. I like that cheese. What? Because what? That's the one you can get. You can't get Grande in the store. You can only get it from a pizzeria. And the Candelaria family that owns it, they're consistent. Their product is always on the money. They don't play games. It's the highest. It's the most expensive,
For a reason.
but you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
cheese. You take a slice of Grande, let it sit a half hour, put it in the oven, it comes back the same way. It's amazing how it heats up. It's just the flavor, the taste, the look, the presentation. You'll never see it look black.
The salt content.
Everything about it is
Everything.
just right. It's again, they have a patent on this, on what they do, and many people have tried. This is just as good as Grande. This one's as good as Grande. It's not Grande. Period. There's
What
only
about-
one. That's it.
What about the other ingredients like
Sauce.
sauce? I know you're very like a you have your brands.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Like-
you also you expressed a difference in one of your videos, and I'm looking through the comments, and people are like
Going nuts.
dumbfounded by what you mean. Like, what does he mean a raw sauce versus a cooked sauce? When you buy tomatoes for sauce, do you buy a passata? Do you buy peeled tomatoes?
I buy peeled tomatoes.
Hmm.
I buy peeled tomatoes. I use muti. I've come
Muti.
to, people don't understand. San Marzano's this big. It's the size of a dime. How do they make enough tomatoes for the world? People, stop. It's not, they buy from everybody. They mix it. San Marzano's a type of tomato. They pack it. I'm not saying it's bad. It's an Italian tomato. It's always going to be better than anything we have in America.
Mm-hmm.
People don't like hearing that because Stanlos is one of the biggest. There's a lot of companies that are really big out there in America. Yes, they have a good tomato, but you're not going to beat the Italian tomato. Lower sodium, lower sugar, 1/10 the sugar, 1/5 the sodium. No, 1/10 the sodium, 1/5 the sugar. And Italian tomatoes don't need sugar added. I do not put sugar in my sauce. When your tomatoes are good and of season, which means a lot. People don't understand that. As long as the tomatoes are fresh, the tomatoes are good. When you make a tomato sandwich, put tomato on a sandwich, is it acidy? Does it kill you? No, because it's a fresh tomato.
Yep.
I get a tomato that constantly moves. Muti's, it's funny. I talk to people from all over the world that come into a pizzeria, and I'll tell them, you got to see if they live in the United Kingdom, here, there, and I always tell them, we have muti from Italy. Oh, we have muti. I'm like, yeah, we have it all over the United Kingdom. I'm like, wow. So it's out there. It's a great tomato. It's Italian tomato. It's made from volcanic rock, the dirt that in Italy. That there's no dirt in the world like Italy. That's it. Like here, for instance, you go to the store, you buy Sicilian olives. Oh yeah, you think they're the best. Real Sicilian olives are good. Real. You'll pay $20 for a container this big. You'll buy Sicilian style, $10. You're not getting real Sicilian. You're getting a Sicilian type of olive.
You're getting an olive tree that was grown from a seed that's from Sicily.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. That could be coming from who knows, Istanbul, whatever.
Yeah.
It's really funny that you
Big
said
difference
that.
for the dirt.
Oh yeah.
Because downstairs, Tutto Calcio, one of the owners, Joe, he feels this same way that you just said, and he has land in Italy, and he now makes his own olive oil because he can't trust getting it from other brands anymore.
That's wild.
It's mixed.
Yeah, he literally
Source it
makes his own.
yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Yes.
literally, it's crazy, and the olive oil is fantastic, by the way. He sells it out of the shop, but I'm telling you, you can see the difference in the color. You can taste the difference. Like, you know, when he says it's pressed in Sicily, it's the olives are grown in Sicily. It's definitely grown in Sicily.
The earth
You
is
taste the
different.
difference.
The ground is different.
Yeah.
I live in Staten Island. We only have like 4 inches, 5 inches of dirt. Then it's clay. My father hated growing stuff. From Brooklyn to Staten Island, the way things grow were totally different.
Sand versus clay.
Yeah. Yeah. But we have the dirt. It's just, and then Italy, it's just a different dirt, different. My God, it's just.
What do you think of Long Island vegetables?
I don't know. Have I had any?
You sure have. I mean, you live in New York. You've had
Yeah.
Long Island tomatoes. You've had
corn.
You've had Long Island
No,
Long
no,
Island corn.
tomatoes are from the yard. That's it.
Well, you've eaten at a restaurant.
Yeah.
So there you go. You probably had Long
Really?
Island
I
tomatoes.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
does that work?
Long Island's a huge producer of a lot of vegetables. You mentioned that there's a lot of farms out there.
Yeah, there is a lot.
And the reason why we have such good soil for cultivation is because of the sand. You know, it's softer, it absorbs more water, things like
And
that.
holds the water better.
Yeah, it holds the water better.
Which is the key.
Yeah. As far as we can't come close to what's being grown in Italy. And I think a big part of it, not just the soil, but the way we treat crop.
Air. You don't have a million cars with pollution in the air landing on top of everything.
Yeah.
Big,
The big difference, a lot of big differences.
big difference. Yeah.
Now, speaking of ingredients, your menu has remained very simple
Yep.
over the years. Now, there's had to have been a lot of temptation, you know, to put out, let's call it a buffalo chicken pizza or,
Well, you're looking
know,
at me, Anthony.
or
I guess I know somebody who likes it.
I used to be
You
amazed.
Matty Wool.
My first job was in a pizzeria.
Ed?
My cousin Steve John Grandi had a pizzeria called D'Angelo on Willis Avenue out of Long Island. And, you know, they're known for their grandma pie, and it's very, very good. You know, raw sauce, fresh mozzarella, really, really good pizza. But I'd be amazed at how many barbecue chicken pizzas they would sell over the course of a day. Not a buffalo chicken, a barbecue chicken pizza.
Is that worse?
No.
It's worse.
Would you
Because
say
it's
that's
barbecue
worse?
sauce on top of a pizza.
Would you say
what it
that?
is.
Would you say that's worse, Gio? If you had to have a barbecue chicken or a buffalo chicken slice, you had to make one, or eat one.
It's not bad.
If I had to eat one, I'd probably eat the buffalo before the barbecue.
Can I tell you why? And then maybe we share the same sentiment towards it. When you're eating pizza, when you're eating like a regular slice of pizza, the reason why pizza is a good flavor, it's the saltiness of the cheese, it's the sweetness of the tomato, right? It's and the base
And the
of
crust.
base of the crust, right? So when you add barbecue sauce to this, it's putting a hat on a hat. You're adding sweetness to something that's already sweet with tomato sauce. Besides, you know, I don't mind chicken
Barbecue
on a
chicken
pizza.
doesn't go on. It's just a barbecue chicken based in cheese. There's no tomato sauce.
Oh, really?
No, sure there is.
No.
Oh, it's not a regular. I don't even know how to make it. I thought it was you put it
No,
right on top of
barbecue
the slice.
sauce, just barbecue sauce.
Yeah, that's what a barbecue chicken slice is.
No.
I don't know. I don't
I
think
was under
so.
the impression was
It's a cooked dough and then just the barbecue chicken cheese on top.
Yes,
That's it.
Greg's right. Yeah,
Same thing with the buffalo chicken.
oh really?
that's
Buffalo
what.
chicken
Yeah,
is the same thing. It's just
No.
buffalo sauce.
Just
and
call it
cheese.
a barbecue sandwich or something. Leave pizza out
Right.
of it. Why do you got to hurt pizza like
I
that?
didn't
I don't know because I really don't eat it.
invent it.
My wife likes buffalo chicken pizza. So every once in a while there'll be an extra slice. I'll have it.
You know, there's people who love that love the buffalo. It's just a way of having it without having to make it yourself, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, you know, people love barbecue. You know what it is? I'm the old school. I really am not big on a lot of, like, you won't see me grab something that's loaded. All right, if I get spare ribs and they have barbecue sauce on it, I won't eat them. I want to eat the spare rib. I want to taste the spare rib. I work so hard to enjoy my food, not to get my fingers and everything else and start licking. And no matter how much you lick, you still got to go wash your hands. You say no matter what. It's in your fingernails. It's all over the place.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not the gooey. We grew up with nothing. My mother cooked from natural, put in steak pizzelle in a frying pan, you know, everything in the frying pan. And, you know, no, that's it. I'm not that gooey garbage, but this is what Americans eat. And that's why we're all up to 350 pounds now.
Yeah. Everything's got to be maxed out.
rapid fire. What are the acceptable toppings? Just name them off the top of your head.
Sausage, onions, garlic, pepperoni, mushrooms, anchovies. Today, my God, they want everything but the kitchen sink. They want, because you know what it is? People don't realize pizza, in the old days, we sold marinara pies out the door on a Friday. That was the garlic or the anchovies or some breadcrumb and all of it together. That was a big thing in the old days. That's gone, That's gone. But pizza wasn't the main meal. Today, the price of pizza and pizza is the main meal. So the parents try to justify it. I'll take a pie with spinach, mushrooms, and sausage. Now you got all the food groups. That's because they don't cook.
Yeah.
Yes, it's great for me. But you know what? I remember my father. Dinner time wasn't a line out the door with pizza because your mother cooked. Your grandmother cooked.
Pizza's a snack.
Your aunt cooked. You ate somewhere.
Go.
Pizza's on the go.
Pizza's
It's a
on the go.
snack.
It was before or after your father would say, go get our pizza. I remember in the old days, everybody sitting outside. Mr. Mealy would get in he had a limo service. He would get in the car, go get a suitcase of White Castles and give the kids a White Castle. I mean, and outside food was like, forget about it.
You
It was like,
mean a crave case?
yeah, but he would go get a
I love those.
There was no crave cases back then, but he
No?
would go get
Well, you said a
A
suitcase.
box.
a box.
talking
Yeah,
about a
box.
Really?
Cardboard
Yeah,
box.
Crate.
Yeah.
It was a crave
Yeah.
crate.
Filled.
Oh, it was a
They
crate.
it wasn't branded.
Yeah.
But you'd be able to
Oh,
buy.
no, it wasn't branded.
He would go get that, and it was a treat for us. Today, pizza has become the meal and the price of it. You go to these places today, you could. People go out and spend $40, $50 on a pie with all this toppings. You go to some places, $35 for a pie. Hey, dude,
Once it's all loaded up, yeah.
it's pizza.
I'm not gonna lie. When I used to, because I went to school out of Long Island, so there was like a handful of pizzerias out there, but they were all near like the Miracle Mile. I went and I got 2 slices of pizza. I'm not cheap in any way, shape, or form, especially when it comes to food. It's like $12 to $14 for 2 slices of pizza.
Were they specialty slices?
Yes.
So there you go. That's how
Was
they
it buffalo and
get-
barbecue?
No, not buffalo. I like the vegetables.
A
and stuff
specialty
on top.
slice should be like $4.
Yeah, but a pie loaded up with vegetables.
No, I'm talking about two slices and a drink.
Here's the thing.
$14. That's a lot for that.
My
But you paid it,
Yeah, 100%.
and that's why they keep it on.
Because it's the only one around out there.
what I'm amazed is how do they keep all these ingredients fresh? How is all this different variety?
Dun 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 dun.
I get my ingredients every week. I go every week. I go to a regular supermarket like everybody else. I pick up my pepper, broccoli up, my onions, a sack by the sack. Yes, for the week.
Oh, you don't go to Restaurant Depot?
What, for that?
Yeah.
No, you know what? Restaurant Depot, you got to get a case.
Bulk.
So when you get a case of bulk, you got to cut it up and freeze it.
True.
Why? I drop off my son at school in the morning. It's 7:45. He's in school. I go to the Med Food. I go to, one of those places near me. I have a family fruit. I go there and I pick up the stuff. And it's the morning for me. And it's my morning. That's all. I don't pick up 20 pounds. Pick up for the week.
That way it stays fresh.
That's it. It's
You can
fresh.
guarantee it.
That's it.
You can refrigerate it, and by the end of the week,
does have
it's
to
gone.
be frozen. Yes, it means
Yeah.
a lot.
You got to teach someone to do what you do. I think that's probably the hardest part.
You know what the hardest part is? I've been trying to. I do everything by eye, like my mother.
You don't measure nothing.
I don't measure nothing. You know how hard it is that I want to write it down and I want to do it for him? So I take a spoon, a tablespoon. I'm like, all right, so I would pour this much on top. And I'm like, okay, 1 tablespoon.
And then you spoon it out.
And I try so hard. I put it in my hand and I transfer it to the spoon. Oh, but there's still some stuck on my hand. I scrape it off. Everything is by eye. You know, when your mother cooks at home and you had old school Italian food, it was always great. Maybe a little more salt, a little less sometimes, but you never noticed it because it was just done with heart.
Yeah.
And,
You could tell what kind of day your mother was having by dinner.
oh, yeah. But
Yeah.
let me tell you, it was my mother's. She grew up poor. She'd go in the yard, pull up grass, and we had a meal. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Nobody. The art of food is Italian. Period. That's it. Those words are made for. It's,
100%.
You know, I admire you, like I said, not just as a businessman, not just as a pizzaiolo, not just as a father, but as a man in so many ways. So it's been great to talk to you, pal. Really great.
My pleasure. My pleasure. And you'll be doing this someday as you get older too. It'll be passed down, and that's what. It's what you understand, what you learn, and how you spread it.
Yeah.
My father taught me. I always thought I was smarter. Then I realized no.
Yep.
His life experiences. I am what I am because I learned from that. As long as you take something out and you learn something, someday you'll carry it on. And that day's going to come. You're going to have to share with a little Sal somewhere.
Always like somewhere.
Somewhere
Jesus Christ, don't say that.
You're going to have to share with a little Sal, and that's it. Sometime it's going to happen, and my God, it's going to be another world for you.
About the God's ears, my
God
friend.
bless. God bless. It's going to happen. Oh,
Now we're in the know with Gio.
yeah.
Gio, thank you for coming on the show.
Oh, Anthony, a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure to have you here, to talk with you, to work with you. You're one of the greatest dads that I honestly know. That's the truth.
I try. I just want to be 1% of my father.